Okay, we're at the Imagine Bookshop once more, and I'm talking to Carenza Hayhoe about her new book, Phoenix House. And who are the publishers?
It's been published by a man who has a small business up on the west coast of Scotland.
Right.
He calls it monkey business, but he's absolutely brilliant. He's become a very good friend of mine now, and I'm very grateful for all he's done for me.
And seems a long way.
It is
Scotland.
a very long way, but I met him through the Open University.
Right.
And that's a network that covers the whole country.
That's right. Could you tell my viewers what the book is about?
The book covers a very wide number of subjects, but it's essentially about a child of about 14 who loses her grandmother, who was an author.
Right.
And by the end, she has realised that her grandmother isn't so very far away after all. And at the very end, she sits down and begins to write, and writes the book that her grandmother is actually working on. But in the process, she's experienced arson, loan sharks. She's met a boy who's a child carer looking after an alcoholic mother.
Right.
And of course, there is the question of Phoenix House, which is a doll's house, and that the family lose, and it's rebuilt. In the process, her 6-year-old sister is abducted, and she and her new friend, the boy, they find the child, who says proudly, "And I bit him, and I'd do it again, but he tasted horrid."
Tasted horrid. So what kind of age group is the book targeted at?
Well, I thought I was writing for the 12 to 14-year-olds,
Right.
but my publisher tells me it's a crossover with as much appeal on another level to adults as it is to children. And this morning I had yet another telephone call, this time from a man of 62, who rang up to say how much he'd enjoyed it. And although the island in the book is called Innerstone, anyone who knows the island of Portland will recognise it immediately.
Yeah. How long did it take you to write?
It took me 6 years in the end, but then I was acting as a carer myself for
Sure.
a lot of that
There are a
time.
lot of other things.
And so it became a form of escapism.
Right. How long did it take you to get published?
That wasn't so difficult. I was very lucky indeed, although I sent it to some of the big publishers. As soon as I met Graham Tallboy, I was home and dry.
Right.
And he's been tremendously encouraging. He tells me already that he's covered all his costs and I've got nothing to worry about.
Great. It's available. How is the book available? How can people get hold of it?
You can get hold of it on Amazon, but I'm glad to say that shops like Imagine are picking it
Bookshop.
up too, which means that the real public are having a look at it and deciding to buy it because they like the look of it.
Okay, and can they buy it? Have you got a website or a blog? You told me you've got a blog that you're going to start working on again.
Yes, I have a website as well. It's www.carenza.net.
Can people buy the book through the website?
No, unfortunately no,
Right.
but next week, between Christmas and the New Year, I shall revamp my website and I shall direct them to the shops where it's available.
Okay. Anything else you want to say before we finish?
I am surprised and delighted by the feedback I'm getting from the readers.
Good.
And I hope that many more will follow.
I'm sure they will. Okay, I'll put a link to your website on the video
Thank you.
so people can go and have a look at your website and have a look and read the book and everything, read details of the book from there.
Thank you very much indeed, and I hope that you are able to help many more authors like me.
I'm sure. Okay, thanks for the interview. Thanks.
Thank you.